Good news, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the game. Woohoo! And we're in CTF Biolab. Whoop, whoop. OpTic Gaming 2-0 up against ON. And if you guys want a chance to win a $100, get it? Chance of casting a chance. I thought that was kind of funny. If you want a chance to win a $100 SCUF gift card, well, today is your lucky day. Because all you need to do is tweet your predictions with the hashtags, which will pop up on your screen during this game. Baha! There it is. Look at that. We're on T1 production right there. Tweet your answer with hashtag Team SCUF. And the rest of the information, and you may have a chance to win a $100 SCUF. I know, Chance, you've been playing some GBs. You've been winning them?
Yeah, well, I lost the first one to your team, actually, and it was really, really bad, and I did horrible.
Did you enjoy my World Star on you? Did you enjoy that?
I can't remember ever getting World Star. I just know the final death I had, a player walked right in front of me, had his back completely turned. I put 2 shots into him and then knifed in the air, and he turned on me and destroyed me. So I don't know if that was you or not, but it was easily the worst Call of Duty moment I have. And I was playing with 3 guys, only one of which I knew. Swift, I think he plays with you a lot, and the other 2 just laughed at me, and I couldn't say anything. I just had to like end the Skype call, and I haven't spoken to those guys since.
That's awesome. Oh, funny, funny, funny. OpTic Nation 1-0 up in this one, though. Ricky with just the 1 good engagement so far, and also the flag captain is looking as if he's going to go around top green plat to pull the flag once again. 3.5 minutes to play here in the first side, and Ricky actually looking at that minimap. It's going to be away. 2 players try to chase, but Killer able to pick up one of his cuts. He needs to be careful. They're going past the canisters, and that's exactly why Scumpy gets the return as well, and flag's been pulled by Crim.
That's still absolutely ridiculous, though, that Ricky had 1 gun engagement and then Bose was sitting at like 10 and he was still able to cap the flag. But as all this is going on, Crim6 was almost able to get it. But Ricky, for the 3rd time this match, being able to pull the flag, and he still only has like 3 gun engagements after 2 minutes into this. So I don't know what Ricky's doing, but he's got to be like the sneakiest person ever.
Crim's actually going to fall. But luckily for OpTic Gaming, they get that flag return as well. It's Killer causing some problems for OG, currently on snow side of the map. He's actually picked up 2, pulls out the barrel, looking for players off spawn, eats a stun grenade, and he drops as well. However, Ricky pushing again for that flag with just 5 engagements now, making a nuisance of himself, really, in OpTic Gaming's base. They keep having to track back and pick him up, and I like the way ON is playing this first side here at CTF Biolab, Chance.
Yeah, so something Parasite was talking about, and while we're not talking about being angry, Parasite, very smart guy, and as far as COD goes, definitely knows what he's talking about almost like 100% of the time. He was talking about Biolab CTF, and he was saying how like pros complain about it all the time, but how there isn't like a correct meta game yet, how we don't know like the right way to play it, and pros, instead of complaining about it, can figure out a way. And OpTic Nation, as we see, they have a lead. Ricky has basically only like been doing like flag stuff for his team, and they figured out a way so far to make it work. So this might be a thing where it's a completely undiscovered way of doing things, and OpTic Nation may have like cracked the code, but probably not.
No, I mean, maybe. That's a good. It's a really good point. I love that point. Basically, Ricky is just kind of playing for sneaks, and he's just waiting for the perfect time to pull that flag when his teammates basically say, all right, I've got your cuts, now go for it. Which is on Biolab CTF is a lot more difficult than it is on other maps. As again, you see the flag pull coming from Ricky. Every single time he spawns, he's just running at that flag, causing a nuisance in the enemy base. But in terms of CTF, it's something I've been very vocal on, especially the past couple of weeks. I'm telling you, man, a 7.5 respawn delay would fix so many of the issues. It would make it so much more enjoyable to watch and play, I feel. But that's something I rant about almost every day now, so just ignore me. I'm like an old man. I'm getting grouchy.
I can't imagine as a player, like 7.5 seconds seems like an absolute eternity just to wait. But four gonna go down. All 4, pretty much 4. OpTic Nation and Karma is gonna let it ride and pick up another 2 right there. So him and Formal both sitting at 3 streaks, and it looks like they're gonna be able to put that flag in. So Gaming was able to tie it up at 1-1, pretty much thanks to the domination of Formal and Karma.
And they almost had a relay as well, but Scumpy not able to get that one. And you see players now spawning over towards that green plat side from OG. One player spawns over at Elbow. Quite frankly, he gets a god spawn of all god spawns. Manages to cut back control mid-bio, and OG locked down the middle of the map. So this is going to be tied at 1-1 at the half. We'll go back to that 7.5 respawn delay. All right, you said it's a long time, but let me break it down this way. In MW3, we had a 7.5 CTF respawn delay. this game, we have a 5-second respawn delay. And this game is significantly faster paced, right? In 2.5 seconds, you can travel significantly, like, further on a map. You know, you double dash and you knee slide forward, you'll be quite far. You could go the whole biolab, for example, distance in 2.5 seconds. So, my theory is, in that extra 2.5 seconds that you would wait, players on the other team would block those spawns. So, elbow spawn, for example, that would be blocked, and you would spawn back on your flag where you should in a game of TTF. You could still have enough time to cover your own base, but you wouldn't get a dodgy spawn. What do you reckon? Am I crazy, or am I onto something now?
Oh no, without a doubt, you're definitely onto something. Because, like, obviously, the longer you extend, like, the respawn delay, the more valuable each individual life becomes, and the more strategic teams are gonna be forced to play. Like S&D, there is no respawn. There are strategies where teams hang in the very back of their base for a minute straight, just trying to play picks because of how important your life is. And you know, if you can just respawn every 2.5 seconds, you don't have to worry about it because you can sprint absolutely everywhere. But yeah, 7.5 seconds, that would be huge. It would, like, you know, the pace of the game would be completely changed. The way teams play would be completely different. It would allow time for teams to set up and be more methodical and force spawns the way they want, and they can actually, like, take control of the game much easier than they can right now. So, and might honestly even increase the skill gap.
Ooh.
So, sorry, I'll let you do your thing.
Dude, no. Scumpy just knee slam or ground slam Killer, but Killer capped the flag first. That would have been sick if he got the re, but he didn't, so it doesn't really matter. But going back to your point, I agree 100%. Makes it more tactical. You have to think about what you're doing a little bit more with an extra delay. Dude, it's the future, man. I'm telling you. We need to get some 8s going with a 7.5 delay. We'll practice it. We'll change the rules. Right here, Chance. Me and you, we're changing the game.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, though. I don't think we should just outright change the rules, but yeah, I see no reason not to just set up a handful of 8 lobbies and try out different things. And if, you know, if it works slightly better, maybe not worry about it. But if it makes it like 20 times better, then like, hell yeah, go for it. Dude,
I'm telling you, we need to get the pros practicing it. Maybe do some, like, GB tournaments. Change the rules to like a 7.5 on a CTF, see if they prefer it. That's the way. That's the future right there. I'm telling you. Prim trying to go for another flag. Shot from behind. Killer's counterpull the flag. Allows his teammates to go for the return, and they get the return. So the game at tied 2-2. 3 minutes left. Killer looking to put in his second flag of the game. However, OG, that a counterpull. Can they get their pick? Killer, one-shot. Killer goes down. And Karma counterpulls once again. And this is the problem I have with Biolab. It's just counterpull central, as it is right now. Karma with some nice movement does stay alive, but guess what? No one has control of his own flag, and OpTic Nation probably going to counterpull a flag.
Yeah, that's like absolutely textbook example right there. Why the respawn delay would be a pretty good thing if it was increased to 7.5, because Killa barely able to sneak out like a clutch like flag counter pull earlier, but then all the players from OpTic Gaming spawned closer to the OpTic Nation's base than OpTic Nation did, making it really easy for OpTic Gaming to counter pull. And then the exact same thing happened when OpTic Gaming was trying to run back to their base. So yeah, that's just complete textbook. Miracle's gonna get taken out right on top of the base, and flag, I believe, just got returned at the very end second. So SCUF with that 2-piece is a bit of a hero.
Yeah, Krim managed to get that return as well, so big plays coming from him. Although OpTic Gaming not getting any success pulling that flag snow side. They're getting very, very unfortunate as, once again, OpTic Nation go for another flag pull. And this one going to be stopped. That was by Formal in his own base. Minute 45, still game tied at 2-2 in flags. Obviously, OpTic Gaming 2-0 up in the series. Karma now being aggressive, picks up one, looks for the second, can't dash away. Scumpy, last man, tracks back towards his own flag, make sure it's safe, and now it starts to push towards mid-bio.
You know, in a sense, Ricky's kind of having a horrible game because he is at 12-21, but at the same time, he did get the first flag cap, which is obviously huge, but he did that when he was like 1-0. But right there, he like pulled a really nice like 2-piece in his base to protect the flag and like stop OG's like entire push to cap the flag. So not the greatest of like scores, but if all of her kills are the clutch kills like that, then Ricky's having a decent game, I would say. But Scump gonna get shut down again as he's trying to get the pull, but Formal's gonna be able to take it, and then he gets shut down again by Ricky, playing some nice defense.
Yeah, some great defense coming out from Ricky. Final minute of game time now. This is where it can start to get a little bit hectic. We'll see how this one's gonna end up. Potential for overtime. Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. But we shall see. OG being very aggressive, but no one watching the overextend, and that's really been the story from OpTic thus far. But all right, OpTic Nation flag carrier kill again, a little bit overzealous. Rather than pulling that over towards green plat, decided to just run that straight at them. But big return comes in from OpTic Nation, and that should force this one into an overtime situation. Killer go a little bit crazy with that flag, but works out in their favor. Big defensive kills from OpTic Nation.
Yeah, and the player that saved that was none other than Big D Rick himself. He came up clutch on top purple and stopped that flag pull. And he was the only player from Nation anywhere near there, and he was surrounded by 3 OpTic players, so he died immediately after getting the flag return. But still, another clutch play out of Mr. Ricky Rose.
Yep, you see him in the final kill, 15 on 24, so just kind of playing that nuisance role that we touched on at the very beginning. And it's working out massively in his favor.
And actually, it's reflected, I'm pretty sure, well in his score, because obviously Miracle's right below him. 10 more kills, and a flag cap does not, it's not worth 10 kills at all. I think it's like 200 points, and a kill is worth like 50 or 100 or something like that. So that means every single one of his kill is like sort of a defensive role, and he's getting an insane amount of returns. He only has 3, or he has 5 defends and 3 returns for his team. So obviously doing very good on defense, but now Miracle's going to actually be able to pull a flag, and it looks like his team is doing an okay job of the overextend, but Crimsticks was able to hunt him down from behind, so no flag pulls yet.
Formal and Crim just put on so much pressure in ON's base, there really wasn't much they could do. Scumpy on top, green plat picks up another kill. OG running amok in ON's base, but ON pulled the flag one more time. Big gunfight highlighted on that minimap. That yellow arrow is going to win it, and Scumpy's going to pull the flag. If he can get out green plat, he could be good here. Instead, challenges with the help of a teammate. One more top green, and I believe Crim in a position to try and trade that. Not able to do so. Big defensive kills again come out from OpTic Nation.
Yeah, OpTic Nation are just fighters right now. They're playing extremely scrappy. They're counter-pulling when they have to counter-pull, and they're stopping a bunch of stuff in their base. And Ricky right there with another 2-piece. Unfortunately for them, they haven't been able to get too much pressure on OpTic Gaming just because they're getting outslayed. But again, if they can just get that one sort of sneak cap out, that would be phenomenal. Looks like Elevate Killa not quite going to be able to make something work right there. OpTic Gaming able to shut down that push once again.
Yeah, Killer 30 and 30 coming to pretty good game so far, but 3.5 minutes left. Time ticking in this first OT. Again, flag will be pulled by Ricky. And he's playing all this one a little slower now. Waiting to see if he can bait out the first kill before making a play towards mid-bio, but nice movement from Ricky. He's going to evade 2 players there, and that means there's just one OpTic Gaming player in a position to stop him. Shots missed. Ricky, oh, he doesn't cap it. Flag pretty much there, but no, it does go in. 1 minute 52, the time to beat. I think ON has this one.
I'm going to disagree personally. I think that's too much time that they've given OpTic Gaming. Granted, they can still get a flag cap. They can just play the counterpull game. Like, right now, a stalemate would be huge for them. Just like, you know, for just the pure factor of wasting time. And obviously, stalemate's kind of 50-50. They could come out with the win. But no, I still refuse to doubt OpTic Gaming.
I kind of think OpTic Nation are on the preferred side now, to be honest. But that's just me. Macy, oh, Crim already has the flag. Teammate doesn't have the cut. Crim is so weak. Turns around, puts some shots in, but again, no one watching the green OE. And the flag pulled by ON. Karma had him one shot, couldn't pick up the kill. Teammate locks it down, and yeah, you were right. OG went 3-0. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep doing that. You said the same thing on Riot.
Right, like, dude, I won the upset story.
The first blood in S&D, and they destroyed them in that round.
I won the upset, man.
Like 30 seconds. It's too easy for them.
Yeah, that was pretty simple. Big kills from Scump to get that flag return as well. So OpTic Gaming, 3-0, ON. No real surprise. To be honest, we both said we expected it to be a 3-0. I'm just trying to go for the upset. For now, quick commercial break. When we return, more action live from the Pro League.